So for today's action guide, what I would like you to do, if you can call up an old friend, do something, but think of someone in your life that you're maybe not a leader to. You're not super persuasive with. This could be someone who is a superior in your company. It could be a friend where you guys love each other, but they're not following you. And what I recommend you do is you give them a phone call today, you catch up, you do whatever, but during this interaction where you're just talking about stuff, listen. Ask them what projects they're working on. Ask them if you're like, what's your plan? Like after this business, where are you headed? Like, why do you like it here? If you're speaking to a superior, for instance. And listen for buzzwords that are going to drive you towards their particular need. And I will tell you, the ones that are most common are certainty, significance, connection, and growth. I see not a ton of contribution. There's actually not a ton of variety out there outside of these like crazy daredevils. So pay attention to the words that they say and see if you can begin to understand what need drives them most of the time. Not all the time, because all of them drive them some of the time, but most of the time. And then what I would just recommend you do is reflect, even beforehand, what language have you been speaking to them in? Right? What have you been talking about that you thought would be persuasive that hasn't been? And if you were speaking to them, for instance, in terms of certainty, but they're really significance driven, how can you switch this so that you're more effective?